Hi, I'm Michael Davis, a storyteller and wedding photographer, and I'm your neighbor. Most people's stories, they'll start like I was a kid and I picked up my first camera. That wasn't it for me. My first camera wasn't given to me till I was in my early 20s. And my grandmother gave it to me, and I just started taking pictures of still objects. One of the things that I always love about the world period is that it's just so beautiful. I've always had the love for all things beautiful. When I was in Philadelphia, I would take pictures of snowfall and I would go out in the middle of the woods where no one's around. That's the most beautiful time to take any type of pictures. And so with any type of hobby, especially a technically based hobby, that stuff is expensive. Like it is, like it is really, really, really expensive. And so I had to find a way to see how can I have this hobby pay for itself. And so I started taking portraits so I could save up money and get more lenses and get more gear. And what I stumbled upon was the same beauty that I see in still life and architecture and the wilderness and animals was also present in people. And I kind of fell in love with that. And the way that I got into weddings is I took pictures of just a friend. And somebody she went to high school saw it and was like, "Hey, I love these pictures. Can you photograph my wedding?" Whoa. Like, whoa. I was like, I know nothing about weddings. I don't know anything, but I was like, let me try it. Let me see. So I photographed the wedding and it was the most thrilling roller coaster ride ever. But at the end of the day, I loved it so much. Like so much. And I was like, as much as my body hurts, as much as I'm hangry and I'm tired, I would do this again. And that was in 2011. And so like the rest is history. I really just fell in love with documenting those beautiful moments with people. It's capturing people's love for each other and their chemistry and bringing all of that stuff together so that they have it to cherish forever. I feel that it's important to have people's stories told. I want people's love story to be not only captured for them, but to be shared forever. To be shared with their family, with their children, with their children's children, because that's important. Once we leave this earth, all we have are our stories. One of the things that I love about weddings is that it brings family together. And so at my core, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge family person. I love my wife. I love my 3 kids. I love spending time with them. My wife did her PhD at Hopkins. So I spent 6 years in Baltimore. And then we moved to State College because she's a pre-tenure for the history department. And so we've been here for 4 years now. I'm originally from Philadelphia, born and raised. So when I first came here, I did a lot of networking, really reaching out to different creatives and different professionals. I joined State College Young Professionals, and then I networked with people from CBICC. I was on the PTA for about 2 years and like really participating and being involved in my child's learning. And then 3 Dots opened. And then I was like, oh my God, there's an art mecca. Everything that they stand for was everything that I loved. And so I would volunteer at 3 Dots. That's kind of how I thrive. Figuring out ways that I can offer my creativity as a resource to people, to projects, to organizations, to community, and then just labor. I can do things and I can help people. just being authentically me and figuring out where I exist and how I can help and how it can be beneficial and how I can utilize my own creativity to make State College better. And I realized that people notice. People, especially in small towns, they notice the people who always show up. And they invest in the people who invest in their town.